Hello, dear children, and welcome back to mathematics class for uh, class 5. We will continue with chapter 8 decimal fractions. Now we will move on to the question time. It is on page number 71 in your textbook. So please turn to page number 71 and let us solve the questions together. Now let us move directly to the first question. In the first question, you see, write the colored part or parts of the shapes both as a decimal fraction and a decimal. So the picture given is the same as the example that we did. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They have given us 10 parts. And in the first question, that is A, only one part is shaded. They are asking us to write this as a decimal number and a decimal fraction. Okay, so what we will do first is this we will write as this part is only one part out of 10. So one part out of 10. So this is the decimal fraction, or they have given us an option like this. There's one more blank. Now this blank you will use to write a decimal number, okay? So this 1 by 10 can be written as 1, 1, 0. So count from the right, one place and this. All right? So it looks like 0.1 or 1 by 10. All right, children? Now, let's look at question 2. These are the same examples which I have used. 1, 2, 3. 3 parts. So 3 by total 10. So, or we can write this as, first I will write 3 and then I will count. Only 1, 0. So one place and, all right. So it is 3 by 10 or 0.3. Okay. Now let's look at C. C has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 parts shaded. That means 6 by 10 because only 10 parts, or 0.6. We can do directly. All right. So I hope it's not confusing anymore. Now let's look at D. D, we have 3 circles given. All of them are divided into 10 parts. Here it may not look equal, but all of them should be equal, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So we have 3 circles with 10 parts, and 2 of them have been shaded completely shaded, okay? And the third one is shaded only 3 parts. So what we will do is, these 2 circles will be denoted by a whole number 2. 1, 2, okay? So 2 part, all right, are 2 circles, all right? And this part we have 3, 1, 2, 3 parts are shaded by 10. Right? So this is a number that we have already seen before. This is called a mixed fraction. All right? So this is the first part. And in the second part, 2 I will write as it is. 3. And there's a 0, 1, 0 here. So 1 and point. So this is your answer. All right, children? So with this, we come to the end of the first question. Let's look at the second part. Question number 2. Write the integral part and the decimal part of the following numbers. So, question 2. We have to write the integral part and decimal part of the numbers given. So I will do all the questions together at one go. The first one is A. A is given as 0.75, all right? So 0.75 integral part, let's write here A 0.75. Sorry, only 0.75 is given. But I have already told you earlier, if there is no number before the point, all right, before the point, automatically you'll put a 0 because this side is integral part, right side is decimal part. So on the right we have this with the decimal, all right? Similarly, question B, we have question B as 9.63. So before the point is integral part, that is only 9. After the point, along with the point, is the decimal part. Okay? And let's do one more. The third one I will leave for you. 4723. Now you don't see any point here. There's no decimal point. So all these numbers are integral part only. Okay? Because there's no point. So if there's no point, directly you'll write 0. All right? So this is about question number 2. Question number 3. Write the following as decimals. Write the following as decimals. So the first one is given as 7/10. Now these 7/10 can also be written like this, 1/7. But they're not asking for, 7/10. So sorry, 7/10. But they're not asking for this. They're asking for decimals, as decimal. So 7/10, it looks like this. So we can directly understand that it will be written as 0.7. All right? B, 6/3. 6/3. Now this looks like this. Okay, 6/3. Now this we will write as 6. We will write as 6/3 will be written as 0.3. Okay, we do not require this. I'm just writing this for your understanding. C, 74/9. Okay, so I will write 74/9. Right, that means 74.9. All right. Similarly, 5/300. Now, this is D. 5/300. Now, if you look at this number, you will write 5 as it is. Now, the other ones we wrote directly 0.9, 0.7, right? 0.3. But here we have 2 zeros. So 0.03. It should be 2 places. Okay? 3, you first write 3, all right? And then 2 zeros, so 1, 2. There's no number here, so I put 0 and it becomes 5.03. All right, children? So this is about question number 3. Let's do one more. Let's do H. 235. Let's write that first. 235.325. So it's directly given. 235 point, 325. It's directly given, okay? 235.325. We have to write those words into numbers now. Now, please remember that after the decimal point, all right? Suppose it is 74.9. If I write here 8, 74.98. We do not read 98, okay? We must read it as 74.98, all right? Similarly, 235.325. We will read only the numbers, okay? Not the number name, all right? We will read only the numbers. You may read 235.325. That is not correct, all right? So how you have to read is 235 and point. So after point, you will read number by number. 3, 2, 5. All right? So that's just a small lesson that we have to learn. So question B, let's look at question 4. Question number 4. Write the following decimal in words. Decimal numbers have been given. We have to write in words. So we have two ways of writing this. The first way is we can write 8, and then how many decimals after point? Only 1. So it is tenths. Okay? 8 tenths, because only one place. So we are writing tenths. All right? Or this can also be written as the reading, how you read the number. So first is 0, and then you read point. So you have to write 0.8. So simply reading the number 0.8. All right? There are two ways to write this. You can write either of them. All right? Let's look at B, 15.002. Now, I'm sure you're finding this much easier, right? So let's write in this manner. 15, don't forget to write point, 0, 0, 2. All right. So you will write like this, or you can write 15 to thousands. Okay. You can write 15 to thousands, because there are 1, 2, 3 places after the decimal point. All right. Now, the other questions I will leave for you to try at home. Let's move on to the next question. 5 we will skip. We will move directly to question number 6. Now here, convert the following decimals into fractions. Same thing. Decimal number is given, we have to convert to fraction. Now if you look here, after point, you have only one digit, right? So before that, write the number 7, divide, and only one digit, so 1, 0, done. It's so simple, okay? Simply have to understand what is happening. How many zeros are there, all right? Similarly, 0.9, same thing. 9 you write. After decimal point, how many digits? Only one digit, so 1, 0, and 1. Similarly, C, 0.37. Now, without the point, you can write 37, divide by, how many digits here? Yes, there are 2 digits, so 2 zeros and 1. Right? I think you can do this. It's quite easy. I'll do one more. E. Let's try E. E is given as 4.3. 4.3. I can write like this, 43 by 10. Because 43 already written, after point, only one place, so only 1, 0. Or this, you can also write 4 parts and 3 by 10. Okay, whichever you find easier. All right. So 43 by 10 or 3 by 10. The next question is question number 7. Convert the following decimals into fractions in its lowest terms. Lowest terms. So let's see what it means. 0.6. This decimal, if we convert to fraction, it will be, I will write 6 divided by, after point 1 digit, so 1, 0, right? So this is the fraction we are getting, but they're asking for the lowest form. Lowest form means we have to cancel out, divide as much as possible, all right? Now, if you look at 6 and 10, they are both in the times table, multiplication table of 2, right? So I'm going to use 2. 2 you keep in your head, imagine it, imaginary 2, and multiply with, try to divide this. 2 into 3 is 6, all right? And 2 into 5 is 10. If you cancel this, you have to cancel this with the same number. That means I cancel this with 2, I cancel this with also with 2. So in the numerator, in place of 6, now I have 3. In denominator, in place of 10, I have 5. 3 and 5, they are not in the same multiplication table, so we cannot cancel them out anymore. And so this is your simplest or the lowest form. All right, children. Now let's look at a different question. Let's try D. D is given as 100.25. So when you convert this, you will get 100 to 5. I'm writing them together without the decimal point. Divide by how many digits on the right? 1, 2. So 2 zeros and 1, right? So we will cancel these with 5, okay? Ending with 5, ending with 0. So this is divisible by 5. 5 into 20 is 100. 5 into 2, 10. 0, 0, 5. Again, we can do with 5. 5 into 4 is 20. 5 into 4 is 20, 0 and 1. So our final answer is 401 by 4. These two are not in the same, they do not have the same multiple, so we cannot cancel them out. All right. So this is about question number 7. Now let's do question number 8. I will continue here. Convert the following fractions into decimals. Fractions to decimals. So I've already done this in the examples in the conceptual video, but let's do it again. 7. I will write a 7. Now this is a fraction, I need decimal. So with point. So count. Only 1 0. So 1 and then move left. Point. Before 7 there's no number, so I'm putting 0. Okay. Similarly for question B, 13 by 10 is equal to, I will write 13 as it is. Now 1 0. So start counting from the right. 1 and then point. Because there's only 1 0. One place and then point. That means your decimal number is 1.3. Okay. Let's look at another example. C, 7 by 100. 7 you write as it is. 2 zeros. So 1, one place, 2 place and point. All right. I hope you are getting this. Sometimes question may also come in this manner. Let's check out question number 8, question G. Okay. 3, 7 by 10. When you see numbers like this, do not get confused. Write 3 as it is, the whole number. 7 by 10. 7 by 10, how much? 0.7. So directly you write 0.7. All right. So this is how you solve the problems for fraction to decimal. Let's do one more. F, 50043 by 1000. All right. So we have 50043 by 1000. So I will write the numerator here directly and check the number of zeros. The number of zeros is 1, 2, 3. So start from the right. 1, 2, 3 and then point. Okay. 1, 2, 3 and then point. So your number becomes 50.043. All right, children. So this is basically all about your exercises. Before we wind up, let's look at question number 10. Question number 10. Convert the following fractions into decimal by division method, by dividing. Okay. So the first question is 7 by 8, sorry. So directly you divide 8 and then 7. So 7 is not possible. I put point here and put a 0. So 8 into 8 is 64. When you subtract, you get 6. Not possible, so you put 0. 8 into 7 is 56. You get 4. Not possible, So you put 0, 8 into 5 is 40. When you subtract, you get 0. So by dividing, you are getting 0.875. All right. So this is your uh, decimal number by division. All right, children. So this is all about this chapter, decimal fractions. You simply have to understand the place values from left to right and right to left. So once you understand, you have to understand how to put the points. Okay. So once you understand the counting of number of zeros and allotting the decimal point, it becomes very easy. So please practice the questions that we have left out. So I'll see you again next time. Please study hard and all the best. Thank you.